After the original Boom Blox made a whole lot of money for EA, the company decided to make Bash Party the official sequel. And the good news here is that the title, like the first one, is developed entirely by Steven Spielberg. That guy is amazing. Maybe a slight exaggeration there. I'm pretty sure he just programmed the engine. Whatever Spielberg's involvement though, the results speak for themselves. This is the kind of sequel you want to see on Wii. It's bigger, badder, and better in just about every respect, and I think you're really going to like it. EA has complemented the gameplay scenarios with a simple but effective storytelling mechanic, lots of very static cutscenes, simple animation, but it's all very stylized and it works well within the confines of the game. Right from the beginning, you're going to notice that Bash Party is a meatier, beefier package altogether, and that sounds very disgusting, actually, but it's true. For starters, the actual hub world is much more pleasing on the eyes, and it looks something like a theme park. Now, as you go, you can access pirate themes, spaceship themes, and even futuristic themes on your way to becoming a Boom Blox master. Click on any of these motifs and you'll be presented very different level types and very unique ways to play. You've got some very compelling underwater levels, near zero gravity but not quite, and you use the hand tool to grab onto blocks and thrust them upward for points. Not to be outdone though, the game also features a variety of very compelling outer space-based missions, and what I love about these, being a complete and total nerd that I am, is that you can throw a bowling ball at an object, it'll shatter into a bunch of blocks, and those will simply float endlessly out into space. Also for points, you can imagine some really cool puzzles. With more than 400 levels in the game, it is really big, there's a lot of content, and you're going to be busy a long time. Also, the game's engine is much better this year. Not only are the environments larger, but there are more blocks in them, and you'll notice the backgrounds themselves are all polygonal in nature. Good job, Mr. Spielberg! Yeah, he didn't program it, but it would be cool. For those of you who did not spend months getting drunk to Boom Blox, as I did, it's kind of like Jenga with dynamite. The whole point is to use your Wii Remote to throw various balls at block-like formations and blow them apart. As if that simple formula weren't enough to captivate you for the next few years, there are, of course, many variations on that as well. You've got a lot more options at your fingertips, so you can play the game solo, versus, or cooperatively if you'd like. That's not it though, because EA's also included new virus balls, slingshots, and cannonballs, among other things, and they all change up the gameplay experience considerably and keep things really fresh. Meanwhile, there's a money system called Boom Bucks that you earn as you go through the game, and you can use that to buy new levels and items if you don't want to unlock them traditionally. And a very welcomed but unexpected inclusion, the game features a very full, challenging achievement system. If my review ended right here, I would suggest buying Bash Party simply because it's a great multiplayer game and it's packed full of content. But really the biggest two features in this new game are the expanded create mode and the online functionality. All of the levels included in this title were created in-house by EA using the very editor you're going to get access to. It's very robust, very flexible, and I think you're going to have a lot of fun just messing around with it. Couple that though with this game's always connected nature and you've got a true winner, because you're always going to have new levels to play around with, whether you've created them or somebody else has. Levels upload and download instantaneously, you can trade with friends, you can even rate stages. EA's thought just about everything through. The only thing missing is a true online mode in which you could play against people over your connections. Obviously, I like the game, I'm highly recommending it, but don't just take my word for it. Hey, Bozon, what do you think?
Gotta say, it's pretty sweet, dude.
That's what I'm talking about. High five, man. That's not one, but two editors telling you to go buy this game, so really, why are you still listening? Go do it. Oh, and before you do that, go to IGN and read my full written review, minus any high fives, but plus about 2,000 words.